Hi, first graders. Welcome to your Wednesday of learning today. Okay, I've got a couple numbers for you on my board. First off, with these numbers, what number is greater than 17? What's the number on here that is greater than 17? Can you point to the number that is greater than 17? If you pointed to 18, you are correct. Can you tell me the number that is greater than 14, but less than 16? What number here is greater than 14, less than 16? If you pointed to this one, you were correct. Okay, what number here, can you point to the number that is greater than 10, less than 15? What number is greater than 10, less than 15? If you pointed to 11, you were right. Okay, which number here is my greatest number? Can you point to my greatest number? My greatest number is 18. And what is my least number? Can you point to my least number? 10. Okay, can you do me a favor? And can you take out your marker board now? And can you put these numbers in order from my least all the way to my greatest? So we're going to start with our smallest or our least number first, and then put them in order all the way up to my greatest. So put me on pause for a minute and take out that marker board and put these in order from my least number to my greatest number, and then we will check to see if you're right. Okay, welcome back. Okay, so I hope you got those in order from your least to your greatest. Which one did you put first? Which one is your least number? You put 10, you were right. 10 is my least number. Okay, of the numbers left, which one goes next? You said 11, you were right. 11 is my next least number. Okay, then what went next? You said 15, you were right. Okay, what number did you write next? You said 16, you were right. And what number was my greatest number? 18. So if I put those in order from least to greatest, it should have gone 10, 11, 15, 16, and then 18. Those right now are in order from my least up top all the way down to my greatest. Okay. All right, next up, we're going to practice some of those number patterns again, because you guys did number patterns last week, but I know it was a little tricky for some of you, so we are going to practice that again. And then I've got a number pattern sheet that you guys are going to work with at your desk. Okay. All right, first up, if I have the number 13, 16, and then 19, what number would come next? 13, 16, 19, what would come next? And I like how you guys on your paper last week, you wrote actually those little numbers that we were skipping. So if I have 13, am I going up or am I going down, first of all? My numbers are going up, they're getting bigger. Okay, and then am I going in order or am I skipping numbers? If I'm going from 13 to 16, is that how I count or am I skipping something? I'm skipping something, right? So to go from 13 to 16, what am I skipping? Well, I know I'm skipping 14, so I'm going to do my little 14 up there. And I'm skipping 15, and then I wrote 16. So I am skipping two numbers. That means if I skip two numbers in between 13 and 16, I also have to skip two numbers here. What two numbers did I skip between 16 and 19? So I was at 16. I know I skipped 17 and I skipped 18 because then 19 comes next in the pattern. So to figure out what comes next, I have to skip two numbers again. I skipped two numbers here. I skipped two numbers here. So what two numbers am I going to skip after 19? So after 19 comes 20 and 21. So I'm skipping those two numbers. So what number is going to come next on my line? 22. Okay, okay? Because I skipped 2 numbers here, 2 numbers here, and 2 numbers here. So 22 has to go on the line. So same thing if I were to figure out what was next. I'm going to skip 2 numbers and figure out what's on the line. Okay, let's do another practice. Okay, this time I want to know the next 2 numbers. Okay, so I've got 17, 16, 15. My first question, is my pattern going up or is my pattern going down? This time the answer is down because my numbers are getting smaller. Okay, am I counting in order or am I skipping numbers is my second question. So I'm going from 17 to 16. Am I skipping anything between 17 and 16? This time it's going in order. So 17, 16, 15. What's going to come next? 14 and 13. Okay. All right. So no skippy numbers. That one was easy peasy. Let's try one more together. Okay. This time, for same question, is my pattern going up or is my pattern going down? If I have 16, 14, 12, are my numbers getting bigger or smaller? Answer is smaller. And am I skipping numbers? If I'm going from 16 to 14, is that how I count or did I skip something? The answer is I skipped something. To go from 16 to 14, I skipped what number? 15. Okay, so is it 16? Skipped 15 and went to 14. I only skipped 1 number this time. In that one problem, I'd skipped 2. This time, I'm only skipping 1. So I'm at 14. What number am I going to skip before I write 12? Skipping 13. And now I'm at 12. What number am I skipping? 11. So what's going to come next in my pattern? 10. And then what am I going to skip? 9. So what comes next last in my pattern? Answer is 8. Okay, so I've got 2 jobs for you guys today. Your first job is to do this, and I will read this one with you. So if you want, I can read it, and you can put it on your computer on pause as you're going through. Or if you want to do that on your own and you don't want me to read it, you can stop the video here and just go through that problem, okay, or this sheet. And then I also have some patterns for you guys to figure out. Okay, you need to figure out, ask yourself those 2 questions as you go through those patterns. Is my pattern getting bigger or is my pattern getting smaller? Okay, am I skipping numbers or am I not skipping numbers, and is it going the way I'm counting? So that one you can try on yourself today, by yourself today. If you want me to read these problems, stay on here. If you don't, you can stop the video now and just go on to this worksheet. If you finish this and this, then you can choose something off of the math shelf. Okay, so if you are still with me, we are going to use these numbers in the stars to answer our problem. Okay, so the first one, 13 is greater than what? What number from the star is 13 greater than? Write the number in the blank that shows you that 13 is greater than. So what number up here is 13 greater than? Write that number in the blank. Okay, next one. 17 is greater than 15, but less than which number? 17 is greater than 15, but less than which number up here? What number is 17 less than? Write that number in the blank. Okay, next one. The least number is, which one of those in the stars is the least number? Write it right here on that blank. And then number 13 says the greatest number is, which one of these is the greatest number? Write the answer right there. Okay, number 14. What number is less than 17 but greater than 13? So what number up here is less than 17 but greater than 13? So one more time, we're looking for a number up here in the stars that is less than 17, greater than 13. Write that number right there. Okay, and our next one. What number is greater than 12 but less than 15? So what number in my stars is greater than 12 but less than 15? Write that number right there. That's greater than 12 but less than 15. Okay, and then your last job, you need to put the numbers in the stars in order from your least number right here all the way down to your greatest number. Okay, so least number first, all the way down to your greatest number. Okay, if you finished that, go ahead, try your number patterns. And I know there's a lot of them, but try them, give them a good try. And I'll come around and check your work in a little bit. If you finish this and this, then you can go ahead and you can choose something off of the shelf in room 2. Okay, good work today.